Good morning everybody and welcome to a brand new day, a brand new vlog. And yesterday's video got quite a lot of attention, surprisingly enough, talking about Thailand and the tourists leaving and all that stuff. And a lot of people were asking me, Ivan, is Thailand still worth it? Of course it is. There's so many different things to do, and a lot of people don't show the amount of awesome things that you could do in Thailand. Thailand is one of those places where you could do a lot of things. Wow, well, that was very, very good of me to say this. What am I talking about? You know what? Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel right now, because right now, before getting into the topic, we're going to be checking out what the heck is going on with my Datsun. Oh, look at this guy on the bike, cruising around the place. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out what is going on with my Datsun, because supposedly enough, they put a big master cylinder inside. Sawadee Cap. All of you guys who were thinking some things about this shop, maybe you were wrong. Let's see. Look at the exhaust on this thing. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on how to become broke very quickly in Thailand. And all you need is a car like this, or a car like this. Surprisingly enough, I just found out today that this car is one of my viewers' cars, which is awesome. What's up? I don't know your name, but flippin' good looking car you got there. Anyways, what the guy told me was that when the brake system was done by another workshop, they did it wrong, and it was like moving all around the place like you guys said. So right now there's some welding jobs being complete right now to figure out what's going on. And we could see over here that the welding has been done, and supposedly enough the brake should work now. I don't think so. We'll have to see. You know, I lost all my beliefs a very long time ago, because you know, when you want to have a project car and you come over and you see the suffering that every single person with those cars are going through, it is very unbelievable, but at the same time very cool, because you get to see all the cool looking cars. But from what I understand, in Thailand, you want to go to the older guys that work on cars to get your car done well. So that's going to be a lesson learned if those guys are going to be able to make my brakes actually work. The guys are already having fun with my car, so they put the new master cylinder in, and guess what? The same problem is happening. So now he's having his friend to come over to see what's going on with the car. Flippin' heck, there's dogs somewhere, so I want to get in my car before I get my ass bitten off. Well, yes, cars do make you broke if you're doing a project. And you know what? My Datsun has made me absolutely flippin' broke. Do I regret doing it? Probably yes, but there's also good things about this as well, is that I can always sell my Datsun and get at least some of my money back. But a lot of the people who come and stay in Thailand, they think differently, and they spend money on stupid things. Now, when I say stupid things, I mean just partying and not doing anything else. Basically, not having a plan. And having a plan anywhere around the world is the #1 priority, so that you're not going to be joining in the Pattaya Flying Club. That is when you basically jump off the balcony because you ran out of money. A clear example of having a plan is like doing a grocery list, so you know what you're going to be getting. So that's exactly what I did. I'm coming over to Big C to get some groceries for some food, because I'm broke and we need to cook some food at home, because eating out all the time is quite expensive if you're going to be eating Western food. I'm not in the mood for some chicken and rice or anything like this right now. So the reason I was telling you about the plan, there's a good comparison to a plan. Imagine you go to a grocery store like I'm going right now, and you don't have a list of things you need to buy. What do? You buy all the unneeded stuff, and you spend a lot of money. That's why I like coming to the grocery store and have a plan. You come in, you buy what you need, and you come out. Same with a life. Even with a Datsun, you know, my plan was actually good from the start, but it actually didn't work out, because I was supposed to have the car finished from the first workshop, and the first workshop basically screwed me over, and the money I paid them the first, a lot of people don't probably know this, but my car is in the 4th workshop right now, but the first one did the job, but they did it like really bad. They had students working on my car, and students are not good for working on your cars, guys. They're not mechanics. So basically, if my plan worked well, it would have been good and I would already have my car. But sometimes plans do go a different direction, and you know what? It is what it is. It's life. And if plans don't go the way you expect, admit that you made a mistake, but keep on doing it until you actually sort it out. Don't give up on your dreams, your ideas, and keep on going with it. Flippin' heck, a bit of motivational speech from Ivan right here with congested nose. Very nice. And you really have to have a plan when coming to Thailand, because if you come here without an online job, you're pretty much going to be screwed, because it's very hard to find a job in Thailand for a foreigner. Thailand is a very, how should I say it, protective country of its fellow citizens and its workspaces. So you're not going to be able to just get any job, you know. You're not going to be able to go and become a taxi driver or a mechanic. You could only be something that a Thai person cannot be, that something that a Thai person cannot do, supposedly. I think that's how it works, right? So for example, if you're some sort of a super programmer or something like that, maybe you can get a job. But if it is a job that is protected by the Thai government, there's not a chance. So there's a very small chance that many of the people who come over here are going to be able to get a good paying job. So a lot of people that come here to upgrade their life standards and stuff like that, it's going to be very hard if you're going to be earning income inside of Thailand. The only thing you can do is open up your business. The only way you can own 100% is if you're American and you do something. I'm not even sure. But if you're not American, anything but American, you cannot own 100% of your business unless you invest like $1 billion into the economy or something like this. So realistically, it's going to be very hard to open up your own business. That's why a lot of people in Thailand right now, they open up businesses. Foreigners, right? They still do open up businesses, but they have some Thai guys on their side that own 59% of the company, and as a foreigner you're only allowed to own 41%. Obviously there's many schemes where you could have like 5 Thai people owning the 59% and you own the majority and stuff like this, but now there's a lot of crackdowns happening about this subject, about this topic. So yeah, you could risk it all and lose it all as well. That's why a lot of people also don't know this, but to buy a house in Thailand, you cannot own land if you're a foreigner. So a lot of those people, they open up companies like I just mentioned. And you know what? If the government wants to crack down on that, you're gonna lose your land, you're gonna lose your house, you're gonna lose your money. So you gotta be very careful on your plans and ideas of coming over to Thailand and thinking about opening a business, buying a house. The only thing you could really own is a condo. But even in a condo, you cannot decide if you can have a pet or not. Insane, isn't it? That is also a big reason why a lot of people are like, Ivan, you should get yourself a job. First of all, YouTube is my job, but second of all, you know, you cannot just get a job in Thailand. It's not as easy as you think. It's not as easy opening up a business and stuff like that. So this country is great for the pensioners that end up staying here because they get their pension. They don't need to worry about working. They could just use the pension and live a good life. But if you're younger and you don't have a pension, that's going to be a big problem. So you might want to have some sort of an online job, or you're a programmer or something like this, or an online business to be able to live in Thailand. So you really have to jump through a lot of hoops to be able to stay here. They did make it easier by opening up the DTV visas, but I did hear that there's a lot of people that are having troubles with it. But the reasons why they're having troubles is because they opened it up not a legit way. Basically, they don't work online or something like this, and they did something with the documents or something, I heard, and it's basically not a good idea to be hoping to stay in a country and screwing up the documents and making some not real documents either. So if you want to stay here and have no problems, do everything the right way, and then it'll work out. Now, another topic that I might just get into is nobody wants to let you through. Everybody needs to be first. Everybody needs to be quick. But you know what? I'm quicker. Bam! We're going. We're flipping going. I need to turn. Come on. Yeah, you're not gonna let me through. Why not? Why not? So you gotta really take the road situation into your hands yourself. You gotta turn around like this. You see? This is how you drive. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's a little story about that. It's pretty hard to live in Thailand. You basically, realistically, to have a decent life, need to have either your own business with a good Thai partner, or you need to make good money online, and then you'll be fine in Thailand. So I just unlocked some little secrets for all of you guys, so you're not gonna have false hope of coming over here and starting a business or earning billions and billions of dollars working a Thai job. Because you can't, in most cases anyways. So after all that shopping that I did, there's something that we need to cook today. Now, Evelina really likes ribs, boiled ribs. I don't like that type of stuff, but there's going to be a lot of broth from that. That is the reason why I bought noodles like this. This is a big pack of noodles. You might be wondering, Ivan, why'd you buy such a big pack of noodles? Well, the answer is simple, because there is no small pack of noodles. Anyways, I'll show you a quick recipe on how to cook this soup that's gonna cure all the diseases right now. So what we got next is we got a bunch of onion that I have not cut up yet, but I'm just gonna clear it off and cut it by halves. Put some garlic in, but I'm putting a lot of onion and some ginger. We already got the pork ribs boiling up here. Now the water has turned this color. Pretty sure it's normal. Hopefully it is normal. Anyways, I'm gonna add some olive oil to here, and we're gonna char the flippin' onion thing. You know what? Sanctioned chef, you will see how everything is done up in here. And we're gonna put some oil. Put some oil in like this to get all the flavors out of our garlic, onion, and ginger. Guys, putting in the onion to get it charred up. You might be wondering, why did I not cut it up? Because we're not going to be eating it. This is just for the flavors inside of the soup. So we're going to cook it up a little bit. It's going to smell absolutely oniony here today. But not only this, we also got to skim all of this off, because this is the stuff you don't want in your broth. So we're gonna be skimming all of this. And next we're gonna be cleaning up some garlic. I'm gonna put a lot of garlic in here for the flavors. And we wanna add some water to this as well. But while this is all boiling up, we got here, you know what? I couldn't find the full gloves of garlic, so I had to buy this in a package, which is really weird. But you know what? It is what it is. We'll have to use what we got. So we're gonna be using this. We're also not going to be chopping it up. We're going to be chucking it in. We're just going to clean it. So we got a bunch of garlic. And now to the people who say that garlic does not treat or help with the flu, to get rid of the flu, you know what? I don't believe you. I'm a Slavic guy and I know what treats the cold. So we're going to chuck this in here as well. Up the heat on this as well. We want to char it up. Here we go. We're going to add some more water to the broth now in a minute. And now we got to get this ginger over here. And we're just going to put a bit of that inside for the ginger taste. And that's going to be good for our health and good for the immune system. Guys, this is some medieval stuff. Cookery over here, you know. This is how you become... You know, when you saw the video of Kim Jong-un and Xi speaking about, and Putin speaking about living until 150 years. Now, I'll tell you one thing. The soup I'm cooking is really what's gonna let you live to 150 years. This is just to burn it up a little bit, you know? Give it that gingerish taste. Inhale some of it. Ooh, that's really gingerish. So what we got cooking up here? We gotta get rid of a lot of stuff around here to make this dish amazing. Like, out of all of them, to get burnt a little bit, that's the most important thing. That's what gives the soup the flavor. That's how they make ramen as well, guys, if you didn't know. Don't know what it's called, but we need more water. Pick it up and put all of this in. This is what's gonna make our soup taste flipping amazing. I mean the broth, you know. This is the healing soup. I know there's gonna be a lot of people watching me right now saying, Ivan, what the heck are you doing? Are you out of your flipping mind? You know, I'm not out of my flipping mind. This is some good stuff. This is some good flipping stuff. Now we just let that boil for like 30-40 minutes. The longer you do it, the better taste it's going to be. And obviously, once the meat actually starts cooking up well, you can add up salt, pepper, whatever the heck you want to add on. Add it on, and that's how you get rid of all the flus, all the disease, the black plague, the white plague, whatever plague. Get rid of everything. This is the good stuff. So when we're finished actually cooking, we get rid of all the onions and we put them in the bin because no longer do we need them. So we take a trash can bin, get rid of all of them and hope that they don't fly out of our holders here. So first things first, Evelina also wants to try out those noodles. So I'm gonna open them up. They're like in a Ziploc bag, which is very, very handy. Here we go. That's the stuff. And it smells absolutely delicious. This is what we put for Evelina. We don't need to boil the actual noodles. Put the broth inside of here and it should cook the noodles by itself. I can already hear it sizzle up. Now the last things we do is we take out a rib. Take the ribs, and I take scissors usually, and I just cut it. And it's really soft meat as well now. Just cut it like this. And it's ready to eat. The noodles should be cooking up, as we could see right here. Since they're instant, they cook up very quickly. And here we go. We got rib ramen. Easy peasy lemon squeezy cookery by Ivan. I'm gonna do the same thing for myself, but without the ribs, and eat it, and let's try it out on camera. Alright guys, this is how my masterpiece looks, like a ramen out of a pack. But it's time for me to try it out and see. Pretty good, pretty good. Successful dish that's gonna cure everything. Now you know what, a lot of people, wow. You might be thinking that I'm about to throw up at making my own dish, but no. I actually put garlic inside, and I like garlic. Really flippin' delicious, everybody. Well, and that is it for today, basically. You know what? I gotta tell you one thing. When I was eating this soup, I was sweating off all the bad stuff out of my system. I could feel it straight away. So if you guys cook the same dish, trust me, it's actually pretty good. Just make sure you add some like garlic powder, salt, and all that stuff so it tastes flipping good. Anyways, guys, now you know, to move to Thailand, you really need a plan. You really need a source of income that's going to be coming outside of Thailand, so you're going to be able to survive here, because opening up a business or getting yourself a job in this country is very, very hard. Now, I could be completely wrong, but tell me in the comment section below what you think about this whole situation, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I'll see you guys next time.